everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. This is a video I haven't done before, but I thought it could be helpful. These are two pens that came to me as Christmas presents, and I know this one a lot of people have been chatting about lately. So I did like new pen day videos, but having now used them for a couple of months, I thought I would do a bit of an update video, what I like, what I don't like, what's working for me, thoughts, things like that. Because I don't know if you were in the market for either of these pens, I just thought it could be a helpful video. I'm going to start off with this one. This is the PENBBS 308 in vermouth and gold, being the colours of the pen and the trims. I am not loving this pen, to be honest, but I thought maybe I'll just do a quick. So it's just like a semi-transparent plastic resin body, cartridge converter in there. I have this in a fine nib. In terms of filling it, it's like a normal converter. It filled fine. It wrote straight out of the box, but a few buts. I don't know if you can see there, it's constantly getting ink in the lid, and I don't know why. That I can kind of live with. The thing that I'm really struggling with is that it's drying out so fast. And of course, now that I say that, I'm going to try and, show you in this video, and it's going to write forever. But I'll be writing in my journal, and I might start writing. Oh, there you go. So let's just say this was the start of my sentence. And I got that in a fine. And then, sometimes you'll write a sentence and you'll just need to pause. I'm not talking about having this uncapped for 5-10 minutes. I'm like literally mid-sentence just thinking of the next thing to say, and I'll go back to write again. Well, that time it didn't do it. And it'll dry out or hard start. And if I'm writing a couple of pages in my journal, even if I'm only lifting it up or having those pauses 5 times, that's then like 5 hard starts in like one journaling session, and it gets really frustrating. And I noticed the last time I pulled out this pen to write with it, I wasn't even taking my time with my thoughts, because what I was thinking about is, oh no, God, the pen's going to hard start. You got to keep writing, and that is completely not the point of journaling or what we love about pens. So this one's a bit of a disappointment for me, to be honest. I'm gonna try and keep using it this month and try and empty the cartridge. I'm just trying to remember what's in here. I think what's in here is Robert Oster. I think it's that's supposed to be blue. The nib itself is fine, like it's the smoothness you'd expect for a fine steel $30-odd pen. That being said, this one's of a similar price, and I have much better things to say. So will I write with it? Yes, but is it one that I'm going to be really drawn to pick up? Probably not. I something about the ink in the cap kind of really bothers me, because like, what if it catches as it comes out and then you've got ink on you? Oh, we got tears. So I'm going to pause here, go to settle my son, and then I'll come back. But it's the hard starting, which of course it's not going to do while I do this video, but it's the hard starting for me that is really annoying, especially when doing long form journaling or even any type of note taking. Noticing that my writing there is not very neat, so apologies for that. Next up, this is the TWSBI Go. This is in clear, and this is in a fine nib. The only negative I have about it is that this one also has got a bit of ink in the cap, and after the first time I filled it, when I opened the cap, I actually got ink on my hands. And from memory, is it in this video or the previous one of Simone's recent videos, I actually think the same thing happened to hers. Hers is a broad nib, but from memory, I think she opened up the cap, and not rough or anything, and got some ink on her. So I don't know if that is a design flaw of these pens, but I guess it's something to be aware of. I think when I did my new pen day video, like I wasn't confident on the filling mechanism. I think it's great now. It's so easy to clean this pen. I like, you know, pocket-ish pens. I like that you can see the ink. The plastic does look cheaper than the other TWSBIs, but it's also at a lower price point, so I don't really mind that. Something about this pen I guess I don't mind if it gets like banged around a bit. And more I am wanting to get this pen in a broad, as I know Simone has, one of my pen friends Jane has, and you know, you looking at using it for shimmer inks and things like that. It is just so easy to clean. When I first started using this pen, I actually thought my extra fine TWSBI Eco was smoother, and I remember writing it in my new pen day video, and someone commented that they've actually found it's almost like you need to break in the TWSBI nib, and he was right, and it's really hard to explain until you've done it. I have not tuned this nib, I have not touched it, but the more I write with it, the better it got. And it probably took, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 like journaling sessions, and something just clicked in it. It's almost like it just softened slightly. The line width didn't change, the wetness didn't change, just how it felt going across the page got a lot better. Sometimes I still think maybe my extra fine nib is a touch smoother, but the level of feedback or how this feel on the page now, I don't mind at all. It feels really nice. So I should have said this is it in clear. It gets a really nice amount of ink down. I like the width. This is Birmingham Pen Company Eroded Bronze. I should have said I'm writing on Rhodia paper as well. But this pen, it just feels great in the hand. Trying to, let's see if I can do this. I want you to see like the ink wet when it goes down. It's not really a thing, is it? Maybe just trust me. It's got a really nice amount of ink. You get a decent amount of ink in there as well. This obviously bit of the plastic, it's different, so it's not fully transparent. So I guess how you're seeing the ink is a bit different. It actually doesn't bother me at all. But I guess if you're wanting a really true demonstrator, it's just something to be aware of. But this one for me is a win. I want one in another nib size. Can see myself inking this up month after month. Really, really like it. And this one, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I don't want to give up on it just yet. Maybe I try like a really wet ink in it or something like writer's blood, but I don't know if I like the idea of that colour in a green pen. But yeah, it's been a bit disappointing, to be honest. And actually, if you just compare, like, I don't know if you can see, this one has like 1 or 2 specks of ink, and this is just all the way around, which, yeah, sucks, but it's more the nib that I'm struggling with. So I hope this was helpful if you were like in the market for either of these pens. If you had any other questions about them, just chuck it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. And I mean, I'm still new to all of this. I don't really have a big pen collection at all, but if you're wanting an update on any of the pens I've had in like new pen day videos, let me know. If this is helpful, I'm really happy to do it, kind of share my learnings. But if you're thinking about getting one of these, I say do it. All right, that's it for me. I'll stop rambling on. Thank you so much for watching. If you could hit like and subscribe, that would be awesome. See you later, guys. Bye.